Yeah. Today is a lesson with a student. Today, this is how my Bonzoleum drum lessons work. Exactly like you're about to see. Precisely like, I'm gonna make sure this is, hang on, I'm kind of a skull. All right, there we go. Let's see, Kev will come through. He's my student, Kevin, from the Kentucky. Remember, I can do lessons to California if you want, the Canada, even the South America. I've had students in the UK, New York, Kentucky, California, Texas, the Saskatchewan, I think. God, I love Saskatchewan. Well, in addition to local students. So this is where we do it. I do the lessons on Zoom right here. So I'm waiting on Kev. I sent him the link. I overslept today. I got up this morning and I set my alarm. I got up at 6:30ish. I lay back down. I set it for, I think, like 9:10. But of course, I set it 9:10 p.m. So at 9:10 p.m., I'm sure my alarm will go off. So we're running a little late here with the Kevitronic. So here we go. So this will be kind of neat, I think, because Kevin is a more beginning drummer who sees stuff from that point of view. Plus, he's a generation or two below me. You know what I mean? I think Kevin's like 32. You know what I mean? Whereas I'm 56. And did you know I'm 200 pounds, man. I got on the scale last night. You know where it all is, though? Not so much here or here, but from here to here and a little bit here. No, but it is though, man. I'm 200 pounds, man. If I ever thought I'd be 200 pounds, I remember back in the day, my friends would honest to God verify this. I used to be able to eat like 2 Big Macs at like 4:45 and a large Coke and then go home and eat all my dinner. And still weigh $1.30, 130 pounds of glory. Okay. 22nd here, we're going to have Kev come on and we'll have a full, well, normally what I do is I charge $45 for 40 minutes. General. You know what I mean? You can give me $60 and we'll go like 46 minutes. No, but well, usually the lessons go longer. You know, I'm yapping about something, I go on and on. But the only time I then ever have to end the lesson ultimately is if I have a lesson coming right up on the following on the hour. So anyway, where we are right here is, of course, at the studio in Berwyn, Illinois. So check it out. Right here I have my just about to be taken down from here and another kid put up. I think I'm going to put up my new Sonic. I have a 24, 13, 16, and then I'm going to add I think a 12 over here. So I'll have the 2 toms again, but the 24 won't be so high here. But these do sound great. I almost fell down. Oh, the camera is also rolling there. What I'm going to do, here, maybe I'll start my camera rolling on the zoom end. So now we'll have so we're now rolling on the zoom end. So right now,
recording in progress.
It's coming from there and there. All right, so check this out. So I have let's be cash. This is Drum Saturday with your favorite Freakazoid drum channel Zeppelin guy. This is an indie snare drum I bought. Okay, but the 2-inch hole spacing of a lot of the modern drums affords itself to put the Leedy and Ludwig old school, more Art Deco-y looking lugs on. Because when they did the bead, when they added the bead to the shells and started doing the Super Ludwigs and the Super Phonics, they changed the design a little. Lug is still same size, but they also changed the spacing from 2 inches to I think 2 3/16. So that's why if you try to put, if you want to put, maybe these guys, I wanted to put on original Ludwig standard. Well, that's 2-inch hole spacing on the nipples of the lug. But 2 3/16 on the Supras, Supers, and the standards and the Acros. So that's what I'm going to install a tone control though. It will, look at this. I make it look like my late 60s 6.5 by 14 standard that they strapped original flat Imperials on. Yeah, strap your hands across my engines. Engine. So he's certainly not talking about the unit. All right, look at what's going on here. Kev, I love you, baby, but tick-tock. I'm busting balls without him being here because I'm the guy that's super late. And I just texted him not 2 minutes ago and said, listen, man, totally take your time to rush. So that's just an internal. Oh, here he is. So he's, of course, doing his thing. Here he is. Now check him out. This is pretty cool. Here we go. Let's surprise him.
Without my consent.
What's that?
What's up, brother?
What was about without your consent? What'd you say? What are we recording without your consent?
Nothing.
Okay, guess what? I have my phone on too as an additional camera source.
Okay, cool.
So that's with your consent. You're to say yes. Yeah.
Let me see if I can record on my end too. Make sure nothing screws up.
Yeah, I'm recording on my phone and on my end, and now you're also recording on your end. So we have 3 points of view from the source file area.
All right.
Hey, you got a Bonzoleum shirt on.
I do. What you rocking? Berwyn?
This is Berwyn recording. This is my dude's. This is his studio. I have a room
nice.
up on the 19th floor. Actually, it's like half the floor. I'm up on 19.
It's got all the instruments on there.
Oh, that's the best. So I was just telling the audience here, if I do post this today, which I might with your permission. Remember, you have the ultimate say. I say to that my band members too. Like we're always shooting stuff down here during rehearsal.
Yeah.
But there was a time or two, I must confess, I posted something straight out. I think back in the day. But nowadays, it's like, listen, fellas, you good with this? You know what I mean?
Right.
You
Yeah,
got it.
totally.
You know what I mean? So, you know. So listen, what's going on? You know, I need more light. I think I need some backlighting. Isn't it darkest Maximus?
You got the light hitting the one side. Maybe you need a little reflector or additional light.
Check this out.
Right.
This is the Kevin Terry Show with
Kevin and Terry.
That's the solo from No Quarter, 1973. Does this come off? No, of course it doesn't. Check. Can you see me, or am I in the darkest Maximus? Hello, Cut. Hey there. What happened to the sound? Oh, there we go. It's frozen. It's a hit.
Can you hear my voice fairly clear?
Oh, I can hear your voice crispy, cleanly. All right, so let's do this. You ready? So, I have a solution. Check this out, dude. Right now, for the first time ever, on the Bonzoleum drum channel, we have the opportunity to have lights, here, action, camera, action, roll tape. For the love of God, plug the damn thing in. This is getting annoying. All right, here we go. Ouch. My Irish bubble butt has knocked over many a mic stand.
Irish bubble.
Irish, I'm telling you, man. Irish bubble butts. Bubble butts are common in parts of Africa, parts of Irish Europe. They are. I don't know what the purpose of a bubble butt was, but there they are. Let me see.
Over the history of bubble butts.
History of bubble butts. Apparently, there were many times you were running fast and you had to fall, and you're like, "Oh, follow my padded butt." Oh, here we go. I'm sorry. Ready? I think this might be it. I think we might be here. Roll the tape. How do you turn the damn thing out? So this is Mitch, my main man Mitch, who is the guru of gurus. Oh, let's see. Ready? Huh. Hang on.
Switch there.
Switch there.
Yes. There were some buttons on the right side of that thing. I don't know if it's there.
Oh yeah. There were? Oh yeah, there's a Portington. There's a Portlandia. What's happening?
Right. Check the size. Check the back.
Yes. Let me make sure this is the right. Oh, that thing came right out. Hang on. Roll tab. Yes, this is it. This is what happens when you buy. Hang on. Ready? This is it.
Yeah, there you go.
Is it on?
Now you need more light on your.
Oh, here's warm. Here, wait, hang on. Warm. Cold. This is blue lightning. You know when you see blue lightning, it's more like this. But when you see pink lightning, like this, like this, pinkish lightning.
That's more natural. Yeah.
Well, it's also more tornadic. Usually, tornadic dangerous storms have pink lightning. Just so you know. So here we are. How's the light? Is it all right for the lesson?
This is definitely more of like a film studio kind of a vibe.
Oh yeah, right, here we go. Here, I can get it done. How's that? Hang on.
Get
Look at
abducted
this.
by aliens. Kind of vibe.
This is Terry Keating of the Bonzoleum channel reporting from the studio. Kev, back at the house, back at the studio. How are you at the other studio?
It's very humid here.
Yes, it's humid here. You're down in Louisville-ish.
North of that, more Cincinnati area-ish.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I forget that Kentucky has a big nugget that goes northish.
Yeah, we're at the top of the bell. Yeah,
You know why? Because the
south side
long
of the river.
Illinois cuts way down into your Kentucky.
Indiana.
Yeah, and Indiana. Well, yeah, they get frickin' Indiana. Indiana. I love Indiana. To tell you the truth, I don't mean to say frickin' Indiana.
Yeah,
Did you know that some?
My brother lives over there now.
Where does he live in Indiana?
Aurora. I forget the city names. He's just across the river also.
Oh,
you can
good.
take a ferry from the casino over there, and then they made everything really digital. You can't pay cash anymore, and I don't know. The whole thing is weird now.
Oh, wait a minute. So you're saying he's near Lake Michigan?
No, not near Lake Michigan. Across the river, which is the Ohio River. You can
Jesus,
take a
I'm
ferry
sorry, dude.
across.
Like not far from you, but just over in Indiana.
Yeah, just a little bit west.
I heard casino. I was like,
Casino.
the casino. So how does this look? Does it look okay? Does it look mislighted?
No, you look. It looks good right there.
Here, let's
You lean forward, then it gets brighter.
You want to let's recreate every breath you take, every move you make. Wait, what does he say? And he turns his head. He goes, and the lighting changes. You ever remember that for the Stingatronic or Stingo, as Copeland calls it? All right, so we've been working on. Well, let's do this. I feel so bad. The lesson is today. We can shoot some video stuff and still do the lesson. I mean, normally the lesson would take. You know what I mean? But also too, let's talk about stuff because remember you're starting a channel. Remember Kevin's starting a channel, which is he and I. But it's his. He's like I'm the consigliere, quiet owner. But anyway, so what that is essentially 32-year-old guy talks to 56-year-old guy. You're 32, right?
34.
34.
I'm 32. I'll take that.
Okay. So you're halfway to 68. Okay.
Oh, God. Yeah.
I'll be 68 in 12 years if I make it there. So,
Fine.
all right. So I was thinking about. Let's do this. This is what can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. This is what I was thinking about. Remember how we were talking about how to approach Zeppelin or the basic concept of Bohnam and Zeppelin, and not in general, not just Bohnam, right? And there's plenty of drummers that play this way all over us now and in the world and all. But it's like a mindset that sometimes I think is lost in the era of click track and straight 16th skewery.
Oh yeah.
So check this out. What do you think of it? So here's a beat, right? I'm just going. And you can think 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. But instead of so here you can make it. Everyone's hearing this. But the implied can be. So in some Zeppelin tunes where it's like ba 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 banana oh, 2 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2. You also have going on in there a 1 a 2 a 3 a 4 a 1 a 2 a 3 a 4 a 1 a 2 a 3 a 4 and a 2 a 3 a 4 a 1 a 2 a 3. Bear in mind for now we have the 1 being the bass drum and the 3 being the bass drum just for comparing apples to apples. Okay?
Yeah.
1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 and a 2 and a 3 you know what I mean? That's why we have like Stairway to Heaven. Like something could be straight 16th-ish. May there be robots on your forehead. Be alone now. actually more almost binarily 16th. There's a slight to it. A slight swing, as you might say, right? So what do you think of that, Kev? Modern guy, Mr. 33 years old. You're the age Christ was when they hung him from the cross.
You're playing a straight money beat, and then we're getting into implied 16th swings.
See, I'm glad we have somebody to have the brainiac part of it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to decipher what's going on here.
Well, wait a minute. Don't you know what I'm talking about? Didn't you just completely understand what I was saying?
This is a weird pop quiz.
It is. Okay, so check it out. Here we go. So, but see, here's the thing. Ironically, dude, you have one of the best sense of internal swing out of all the students I have.
Okay, I'll take
No,
it.
no, but you do. But it's, you know what I mean? But because you want kind of, so you can be like. Sorry, this is, you know what, my blue tape is missing. I think we've had a break-in at the studio. Somebody took our blue tape.
Gotcha. Are you just playing around with the t-shirt, I guess, on the snare drum?
Yes, so somebody sent me many years ago on the Bonzoleum channel. Now, right now, they might be like, hey, what the heck? But they're actually getting notoriety somewhat. Let's say somebody who discovers their band said, hey, man, I really like your band. I first saw him on this channel because this drummer had it on his... What happened was I had this shirt for a long time, and I had it hung up. I think I wore it once or twice, but it's... I'm kind of 200 pounds. So what I did was I had it down by the drums. Like sometimes people over the years had sent me stuff like that. Led Zeppelin license plate. Another student sent me a Speed King pedal, a new reissue Speed King. Lee, I think is his name. His first name or his last name, Lee. Somebody sent me a painting of like Bohnam. Somebody sent me, you know what I mean? So, I mean, it's neat. But anyway, somebody at one point, look at the back. What is that? Can you read that out loud?
The Christians, Ireland, September 1990, Cork, 21st. What is this?
Well, it was a band apparently back in the day, or still around, that's like, and this is one of like the concert tees. So I had the tee, and one day I was making a video, I think. And I was like, gosh damn it, where's the wallet? You know what I mean? And I grabbed the shirt, and I just threw it on. And I left it there for like 2 weeks, and it was great, because it was, because if you want to think of, sometimes I need to sit and practice a straight backbeat without any, as you should think about doing, without any ghost notes. I know sometimes it's nice to be, and my hands sometimes will mess up my ghost notes, but it's nice to be like, you know what I mean? But sometimes you just got to get used to boom thud, like the Mick Fleetwood 70 stuff he had to do. Where he's sitting there, you see a clip of him recording Tusk. He's got a suit on, he's got a Gretsch bass drum that looks to be a 26, he's got a click track in his ears, and he's going. I think it's the Lindsey Buckingham. Didn't mean to pat and harsh. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But anyway, so sometimes back to like, if we're going to play a song sometimes, like with The Deaf Right Ear. Hey, Cal, what's The Deaf Right Ear?
That is your band with Mitch and...
Thanks for asking. Listen, Deaf Right Ear, don't forget, Kev, you have one of these, right? Didn't I send you one? Said, Kev, we love you.
Wax vinyls.
Now, what is it, vinyl, which means what? You can play it on a...
Tape recorder. Vinyl player. Turntable.
which we used to call a...
Record player.
Yes! All right, so check it out. Deaf Right Ear. These are 9 homemade... We totally made these up and performed them.
Yeah.
And I'm the sender-outer. I'll sign it. We'll have that from the band. And you see how I keep steamrolling all over you? Because I'm getting a little bit nervous, and I just like to get this out of the way. There's like 12 of these. Shut up! I'm talking. There's 12 of these... There's 12 of these left. Bonzoleum@gmail.com. I'm sorry, Kev. So here, I'll slap myself for being rude to you.
No, you're good, buddy. It's Zoom also. It's the lag. I try to get something in there. And
Oh, shit. I forgot about the lag. Oh, man, I'm
just
a
a
rat.
slight bit. So,
Well,
we just
listen.
gotta work on that.
Now
Yeah,
you're-
those vinyls are sick. I listen to them front to back, and yeah, they're great. They sound great. The art on them is great.
That's all Mitch, man, the main singer.
Yeah.
I call Mitch the main singer, even though Mike's also a main singer. So we have two main singers. I'm the backup singer. Like, I'm singing back here now. So that means I got to get my shit in a pile. You know what I mean?
How's it coming with the cover setup? Still working on that?
Oh, here for our videos?
Playing like, through your end.
No, actually, I swear to God, it actually really is. I found the cord to plug in the back of this. But here's the thing: I think I have to get. I can't plug it in here because you and I are going to be doing this. So what I think I'm going to do is get. I have it. My wife has it. It's a small little. What do you call this? It's like a cheaper iPad, kind of.
Oh, okay.
So I'll just pull up.
A tablet.
A tablet. So I'll just pull up. You know what we can do too? Let me stop being such a hard on over wanting to remove the original drums. We can do that down the road. We can always do that.
That's kind of what I'm saying. Go ahead and just try it straight.
Right. You know what I mean?
You didn't mess around with it.
So right. So for the love of God, that's what we're gonna do. So right off the bat, there's several covers I do want to do. Now give me 3 covers you want me to do. Not right now. Let me talk about mine first.
That I want you to do.
Yes, but for right now, we're talking about the 5 that I want me to do. At some point, there's a couple I want you to do too, but you have a pretty good selections of ones that you do.
Yeah.
And in fact, yours that you send to me and I really dig. So maybe you should just pick the ones you're going to do and I won't say anything to you about sending any to you. However, mine that I want to do, and it's 5, are going to be Just Remember I Love You by the Firefall.
Okay, not familiar.
I'm thinking about trying to do Asia, but you'll have to give me some slack because it's Steve Gadd, for the love of God. Now, some of these are pop tunes. I want to do. Give me a minute here. There's like 25, but I'm trying to distill. Well, let me throw in a Zepp. I think what I want to do is do maybe Since I've Been Loving You Studio. I did always love that. You know what I mean?
Okay. Are you familiar with Dancing Days? Playing it?
Yeah. Is that?
Yeah, sometimes I have a hard time actually hearing the drums. I feel like the drums are buried in the mix a little bit.
They are. Relative and Bohnam standards, yeah, in Zeppelin.
Yeah. So if I'm trying to play it, it's actually hard through my headphones just to decipher and then sit there and play along. In that kind of a case, you can kind of just play whatever, but I'm like, I want to know where I'm at as far as lining up.
Well. Okay, so remember, always start with the song. Instead of thinking of the drums and thinking it's Zeppelin, just think of the nature of the tune.
Okay.
And don't necessarily start with the beginning, especially with beginnings. Like if you're going to learn the crunge and stuff, you don't necessarily want to go because where he starts isn't actually the beginning of the bar.
Yeah.
So it actually should go bant, 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 bant. That's the chunk versus bant, 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 bant. Okay, so here we are on Dancing Days. Let's get to the verse. No, 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 dancing days are hearing. Whoa, whoa, He doesn't do one of those right off the bat, but you know what I'm saying. So the mojo is kind of like, now it's going to sound funny here because I'm going to have the real crisp. This isn't the same way it's mixed. You know what I mean? It might have sounded too drum heavy at the time, just the way you. Sometimes, usually you'll mix the song for the song's sake, right? I mean, if you listen, like Keith Moon was great drummer and stuff, but there came a time once like 60 into the late 70, no, not really. Well, yeah, who's next? After that, maybe. There's certain songs you hear like Squeeze Box. Keith Moon went in, they played that whole tune, but they ride his drums sort of in and out.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you hear claps. Like Townsend loves claps. On almost every track, I'm sure there's a clap he does. Like, I swear to God, who are you? No. I can't explain. Who are you? At the end, they're who are you? It's the 3 of them, and Keith Moon's trying to make everybody laugh, and he's got that red shirt on that says Keith. Man, that is the coolest footage. That is actually, the song had been recorded and mixed. But they went back in, brought the tape up, brought the original drums down and original bass and some stuff down, the vocal down, and they went in and they played along to that for the cameras when they were shooting Kids Are Alright. So it's cool as hell. You see, here, I got to make a couple observations. Keith Moon is playing a the big ass Premiere kit. And I think it's the wood one that eventually Kenny Jones played, or thereof he got a reasonable facsimile.
Okay.
Sort of the birch finished resonators or whatever, the Premieres, that's another story. I could go on about Premiere forever. But so he got it, essentially what he'd do, so he'd have the snare, maybe a floor tom or two, he'd have the 3 toms, but then he'd also have a couple toms over here on the side, but then he'd put like a whole thing of like 4 or 5 up here, or 4, that I think were concert tom, or maybe they had the heads on, I just don't remember. I think they, anyway, so that'd sort of be up there. And then he'd have his, usual, like, I think he'd have he always liked having a 16. They always used to say Keith Moon liked a 16-inch medium or thin crash that sometimes you'd see here in some of the pictures. You can actually, 602, actually, usually.
Okay.
And you can see it. Have you ever seen the picture of the Who album, Hooligans?
No.
Hooligans?
So.
You can see a Formula 602 symbol, or a 2002, I'm not really sure. Black label sitting amongst the debris.
Yeah.
But there is another interesting thing too when they do Who Are You? They probably did a couple different songs maybe, but in the Kids Are Right movie they just they play along to the Who Are You? I know it's a little toasty in the Rhinos, isn't it? Me here, I'm dying.
I'm fighting with an ice machine too.
Oh yeah, so
Putting out the heat.
well that's all you need. Here, put a dehumidifier in there too. It'll
Yeah, I
get
got
dry
the
but hotter than a mullet.
AC is coming up from over here, and then I got the heat from the ice machine coming over here. It's a tornado in action.
But listen, I have to stay on this subject though. See, my 2025, one of my resolutions is to talk softer, keep my shit together, and try to stay on point. So you can see when Keith Moon's playing, he's got like a 20-inch, couple 20s. I think he just loved kind of like 20, whether he was with Peisty, the 2002s, or earlier, some 602s, or just the regular Zillions. You can see a Zildjian that he has up, it looks to be a 20. Mm-hmm. And you know how on most symbols, see how this is. Here's the symbol, and they put the logo down here at the 6 o'clock. Mm-hmm. But on this particular, now it's a Zildjian, and it has when they started the first underside logo, it's a Zildjian, it's stenciled, it's not filled in like this.
Gotcha.
But if you imagine flipping this Peisty over and taking this logo and turning it upside down so it says Peisty at the 12 o'clock.
Right.
So I don't know if they just did that for endorsers or somebody messed up or whatever. It's a really neat artifact. You can see when Moon is playing that, you can see the Zildjian logo in the 12. It's really neat, And plus he has that China. You ever heard the China on Who Are You?
Dun, dun.
Who are you?
It's the
yeah.
Dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun.
It's a perfect China. I mean, and it looks like Wuhan-y.
Yeah.
Like a B-20 actual Chinese
that,
made like
like
lions.
bell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, you hear on Who Are You? I think you hear it all over the record, actually, Who Are You? Which is, I think,
That's
is
such
nice.
a good song too.
They have a song called like Music Must Change. They have Sister Disco. Actually, you're in Sister Disco. Ba, 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 shh, ba, ba, shh, like that. Or unless that's Kenny Jones later. Anyway, after Moon dies in September of 78, Kenny Jones from The Faces joined the band.
He died back then?
Yeah, Keith Moon died in September of 78.
Okay. Something I just have not heard of. Okay.
Dude, I got to fill you in. Your generation's lower.
Yeah.
You know what it is? I need a beard trim. I don't know if you can see this. And my nostril hairs are getting real long.
Dude, nostril hairs come out of nowhere. I'll literally trim my nose up and then like a day later pick one. It's like this long.
I know, you can
How
floss.
does this happen? Yeah.
But then what happens is, though, it gets itchy because a couple of the hairs start like touching stuff. So I keep rubbing my nose, and I don't want anybody to think that my hypomanic nature is due to any powders that I snort. It's due to coffee that I drink and a overactive amygdala. What about you? No, but so here's the gig. So real fast, I'm sorry. I just need to get the Who thing out.
Yeah.
That same China, which looks to be a 20, possibly a 22, but looks to be a 20. It looks to be the exact same one that Kenny Jones is using when they show him in rehearsals in like February, March, or April of 1979. They're literally setting up a brand new Premiere kit with tags on it. And he has mostly Zildjians. But Kenny Jones used to mix 2002 Peisties with Zildjians. But that China's right there, man.
Who did he play for? Who's Kenny Jones? I haven't heard of him.
Kenny Jones is a drummer that was popularly known for playing with a band called The Faces, or The Small Faces, actually, originally.
Okay.
He, of course, probably did some stuff before I just, off the top of my head, can't think of it. But then he played with The Faces. So if you get a chance, the fellas on the drum set were just talking about this. There's a nice clip a Bonzoleum fan sent me a clip like, Terry, check this out. And so I forwarded it to like Billy Harrington and Ryan and George. And it's the faces. There was a period of time in like in the late 60s, early 70s, oftentimes when they were on TV, maybe more poppy TV shows, they'd totally mime. They'd totally lip sync the band. Sometimes they'd bring a tape there of everything pre-recorded except the vocal. So the band, you'd hear the studio recording, except you can tell the singer is really singing, like when Jim Morrison does "Come on, touch me, baby." You can tell he's really singing, but everything else you hear is mimed from the original recording. But then sometimes what they do is everybody would really play, and a lot of the shows like Don Kirchner's music, like more music-oriented things. There's a show, I think it's Britain. I think it's from Britain, the British TV service, where Kenny Jones, he's sitting behind what looks to be a 24. 13, 14, 16, 18 thermoglass Ludwig, just like Bohnam's, except, but I think they're blue and olive badge. He's got a big, I think a 6.5 by 14 Supra. I don't know what cymbals he's got, but he sits there and they play like a full set, I think. And one of the songs, he does a drum solo. And the neat thing is, he's doing the Bohnam engine. His feet are going like this, and he kind of the whole solo's like da-dum, da-dum, bum, blum, 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 while his feet are going like this, where the left foot is the one on the hi-hat, and the right foot is the two or the and or the upbeat every time.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? So it goes spoom, 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 spoom. It's not going boom, spoom, spoom, like a song. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and it's going the opposite. 1 and 2 and 3, and you go fast with that, you swing it. There's an undertone. It's really great when you can get used to doing that. That's why I'm always pushing the Bohnam engine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
so
cool. I need to listen to that.
now listen, I'm sorry, I've been talking a lot. Now I need you to take 8 minutes of our show. You have to stay.
Oh, man.
Bring that microphone a little closer to you.
Yeah, I got you. So I think I've been working on Misunderstanding, and man, what else? I've
I've seen your misunderstandings. You've said you want me to try playing through it?
If you want to, yeah, dude. Those fills are crazy, and at the end of the song, it's almost a little bit syncopated or something. If you you have to really pay attention to the rhythm.
Yes.
Come back in on the snare properly.
You know what I could do here? Want me to do a cover?
Yeah, if you can.
All right, let me do this. How would I do that though? Let me take that out of there. So I'm going to use my phone. Let me just try right now to play it freehand.
Okay.
Okay, because I used to play to that. I used to play to Misunderstanding 33 years ago. How's the actual start? Sing the very first bar, then it'll come up in my.
Here, let me just start it.
Oh, it goes dun 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 ba. No, that's turn it on again.
I think it literally in my Spotify version of it, it just straight away.
Okay.
So like.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's like 2 bass, 1 bass.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let me mess with the bass drum a little, because remember I'm normally Bohnam guy,
Yeah.
by instinct, and I'll throw a shitload of bass drums. But imagine it's pretty much just. I could, so if you hear this with Phil Collins, he had a monster right hand. If you ever watch the song "Do They Know It's Christmas," he played drums on that. Feed the. Watch his right hand. The whole time he's going. It's amazing the whole time with his left hand because he's a righty. He's a lefty. All right, so. Must be some misunderstanding. Hang on, Barry. Now, you know what it is? I'm very sensitive about the. Remember, I was telling you last week, I keep playing way too many of those, so I've been trying to work it out in my brain. So I'm going to try and bring it back in. That's all my prefacing. I'm going to play the song, what I think is it from the beginning. But I might cut out a few things that go on if you buy, like the intro, trim through the intro a little.
Okay.
Time's sake. Don't forget these two. Like this. So sometimes he'll be like you won't sometimes hear that next note after. Like he'll wait that snare, he'll just do the snare. You know what I mean? All right, so back to the cover. Hang on, you know what I gotta do? I gotta get serious about this. Can you hear me pretty well when I'm miming mouthing? Like through my mouth orifice? Hey, is this better?
You might have to turn that one up a little bit. I don't know.
Hi, how about now? How are you? Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you?
Yeah, I think you're good.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
Not a bastard, okay? I don't know where the...
No, you're fine. I say that because Zoom sometimes gets quieter, and I think that's what's going on. Your drums got quieter, too.
Wait.
That's just Zoom. That's what it does.
How's this sound? Is this better?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Oh, yeah, all right. So let me know if the drums are too loud.
You're on the louder side, but you're still good.
Okay, hang on. All right. Let me know if this is better. Hey, hoy, Kev. This is Terry from Berwyn Studios.
Keep some distance. Keep some distance from the
Should I
microphone.
keep some distance?
Yeah, but it does sound good. I think you're good to go.
Hang on. Hey, I need slack. Give me slack, damn you. All right, here we go. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
And you know what's so funny about this record? See, I love to talk about this. This record came right after, I think, and then there were three, I think.
Gotcha.
And then there were three, and the other records sound so fantastic sonically, and everything. God, what Duke? That's what it is. Misunderstanding and Turn It On Again are on an album called Duke. Now, don't get me wrong. It's a more poppy, glossy. It's not as full and beefy sounding as like all the Genesis records, or at least a few years before and after. There's sort of the cymbals are just kind of more generic, like psst, like it's just not so like drum sounding as other records. You know what I mean? But it does. I gotta get this back on. So 1, 2, 3. I'm doing the whole thing. Actually, there must be some misunderstanding. But in the rain for hours. That might be a little too slow. couple times. And then this. We were just leaving, and then we stopped misunderstanding. Must be some kind of mistake. See, I'm having a live version in my head. There was a Genesis concert in '82 or '83 that they broadcasted, that they simulcasted on, I think, XRT. And when they do this song, it's cool because remember, Collins would drum himself on some stuff. He also had a longtime drummer named Chester Collins, who's still alive. Great drummer. He was in a band called Weather Report and a bunch of other stuff. And so but there'd be some times that he'd come and he'd sit and he'd play the drums during some parts on songs, certain fills, but I don't know if you've ever seen this dude. You got to watch. Listen to it. Go on Spotify and just listen to a song called Los Endos.
Okay.
It's the song that closes the Genesis album called A Trick of the Tail. That's a great record. Now listen to that, man. That's like Phil Collins at the height of his powers. It's like robbery, assault, and battery. Might eat all on the rain, furtively dancing, prancing. Hello, son. I hope you're having fun. Like he has a total. You got to hear that British. He's supposed to sound like a cop walking out a bad guy. He goes, hello, son, I hope you're having fun. And the guy says, you've got it wrong, sir. I'm only the cleaners. And with that, he fired the other, saying as he died, you done me wrong. It's the same old song forever. Ever. Oh, and by the way, I think I said this to you, or I said to another couple students, that's kind of where I first kind of inadvertently became acquainted with the Bohnam engine. Because Phil Collins, at the end of that song, he plays a single bass drum. He simulates a double bass drum. I'll pull it up here. At the very end of the song, it's kind of like the highlight or the, whatever, the finale. It goes back into the like that. Only the whatever. And then, so he's playing the usual thing, but then he goes to a... Sorry, let me clean that up a little. But so like... But he's going... It's been a while since I've done it. It's pretty fast. And then, at the end, at least in one of the live versions, he swings around with the... He comes out of that like that. It's fucking badass. That might be Chester. I'm not sure if that's... But and then... One and two and three and four and one and two and three and four and one and two. Like into the downbeat, and then it goes, done me wrong, same old song, done me wrong. So, ba-da-ba, 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 ba-da-ba. So, of course, 9. There's 9s in there, and 7s, and 13s. Especially robbery, assault, and battery is really good for like a 7 practice. Because the British, in my opinion, it's going to sound so... I've read this, but I've also experienced it firsthand. The British... have drummers, that is. What the hell was I going to say? It was going to sound so patronizing. They just have a much better understanding, it seems, at least back in the day, maybe not now, of odd meters.
That's
Like
what I
how
was
they're
wondering.
interpreted and felt in Islamic and Jewish and Middle Eastern culture and Greek and other, where they do odd meters that aren't like I'm not knocking Rush at all, but when you listen to like blah 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 blah, it's sort of like really straightforward like that. Whereas with Rush and Yes and other bands, it's really more like, what's the song? It's on Trick of the Tail too. It goes ba-na-na, ba-na-na, ba-na-na-na, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. That's a grade 7 thing to practice. 1, 2. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That snare will always be on the 5. The bass drum will always be on the 1 and the snare on the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And your hand just goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 1. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So, take that, buddy. Hallie. I do to your roasting too. Am I wet? Am I glistening?
I think your hair became a little bit more.
A little moistish?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
humidity
Give me
problem.
give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab a towel from right behind me.
Yeah, I have. You know what I just did? I just stole a paper roll. First time ever in the 3 years I've been here. I stole a roll of paper towel from the. I did. It's over there. I took it. So I'm gonna
Hey,
get two.
no big
towels.
deal.
Here, you get your towel. I'll get my paper towel. The guys always blow me shite about the paper towels in here. You know what I mean? Because they're all over the gosh damn place on the floor. Because it happens. I go to the John. I dry my hands with paper towel. I'm still drying by the time I come down here, because no sucking can be wasted. And then I come in and I throw the paper towel on the floor. Oh, dude, you're juicy, man. You're like what?
What's up?
I said, you're dying over here. This is what we get for July in the Midwestish.
It's all right. We'll be fine.
The stolen roll. I got to teach Dude Sickle. I think it'd be better budget-minded if we got these at Costco. Because sometimes when you get them from Johnny's just delivery service, there's like 13 paper towels in here, and you still pay like $1.50 for all. And another thing.
Right. Can't beat Costco, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, so how are you? Let's talk personal stuff. We'll edit this out. How's the hypertension, Harry? How's the ulcer? Fine. How's the hypertension? Did you ever see the movie Trading Places with
I know
Eddie
exactly what
Murphy
you're
and-
talking about. Man, I
Oh my
don't know
God.
if I've seen it or not. One guy's a rich guy and the other guy's not. Is that the basic premise?
Yes. So essentially, some rich uncles of the rich guy bringing a guy off the street to kind of have
Eddie Murphy?
Eddie Murphy's to sort of be like, all right, are these trading existing? Is it genetic or is it bred or
Yeah.
or what do we say, empirical versus a priori or whatever? You know what I'm saying? So they do it, and Eddie Murphy does just fine, and then the bet is like for $1. Anyway, but so my point is, wait a minute, what the hell was I talking about? This was important. Do you remember how I was segued into Trading Places? It wasn't a main segue into. It was Trading Places an example, and then I got.
I don't know if you quoted a line or something from him. Dang, I don't know.
No, I know. I'm sorry. But listen, let's go back to yours. So what songs would you say that I should cover? You said Misunderstanding, but let's not count Misunderstanding. I know you've been doing it, but
There's a lot of songs I'd have to go through and
Take your time.
just start sending stuff to you.
no, but we have to do it. Here's part of the game sometimes is that when the lesson comes or the thing comes, you can just throw them at me and I'll see if I can pull them off. But other ones I will need practice for because some of the ones you have are kind of difficile.
Yeah.
They're not boom
No,
thought.
they're definitely different. I sent that Misunderstanding cover to my buddy who plays drums. He's like, I noticed you like songs with interesting beats to them. I was like, yeah, I don't like boring and I don't like super fast and super complicated. Something just kind of challenging. Okay, so you laughed at this title before, Hard Monkeys by 10
Yes.
Years After.
10 years after.
Here, let me just play it for a bit.
Yeah,
We'll get an idea
please,
of the beat.
because this might be a stumper.
And this, everything's got ups and downs, of course.
Okay.
So I want to say he comes in with a little snare tap.
Got no monkey on my back, and I'm never gonna cry, 'cause it's a good life.
Oh, man.
Too good to lose, but it's a hard world with the junkie blues.
This is juicy. Wow.
And back to the relaxation. Sounds very Who to me.
Yeah, you know what it is right there? It sounds very Who right there, as well as Can't Find My Way Home. I can't find my way home. Right in there.
Okay. Even when the drums come in, that's what it reminds me of, is the Who. And you'd be much better at this than me, because it's got more hi-hats, I don't know, skill that's required,
Yeah.
and a little bit more fills.
Yeah.
Got no
Here, fast
street
forward.
got
Hold on a
no
second.
design, 'cause it's a good life. Too good to lose,
Yeah, he has some Daltrey going on, too, in that tone of his voice.
with the junkie blues.
I can't find my way home. That's 10 years after?
Up. Hold on a second. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I know what's going on. 1 second. Monitor.
Is that from 70, 71,
There we
72?
go. There we go.
I'll look it up. I can't my phone.
Yeah, you might just want to look it up. Do.
You can tell that it's.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
You ever played A Life of Illusion from Joe Walsh? That's a little bit more straightforward.
And that my Maserati goes 185.
Is that the one? Probably.
No. Give me no. Play it. Sorry.
Living a life.
Oh my God! Right here.
Take a thing. That's pretty much just train beat, isn't it?
Well, it sounds like he's just kind of like. Kinda. Like boom, thud, boom, boom, thud. But wait, play it again though. I'm sorry. Call me out.
Can you play a train beat just like real quick?
Like,
Just snare.
so.
Okay. Yeah. So it's not quite that busy, but it's a little bit of tick-a-toot, tick-a-toot, tick-a-toot.
Yeah, here, play it. Roll it from the tippity top of the barbershop. There's a delay on the snare. Like, whoa. 'Cause Open hi-hat.
That bass drum is also going. He's doing like 3 bass drum notes or something.
I was thinking about the hi-hat. Can you rewind 30 seconds? Let me focus on that. Sorry.
Here you go.
Living a life of illusion. And
So instead of just bass snare, it's ba bass snare ba bass.
You know what it might be though? I think it's just going. But there's a delay.
Yeah,
They're
there's
using
something.
they're using a delay on the drums, a weird little delay that. But I think it's what sounds like. So I think it's just. Can you go back and play that last 30 seconds?
Yeah. What song does that remind you of?
Well, give me a minute. I need my brain to confirm before I feel like a jackass.
Immigrant Song is what I heard you
Oh.
playing, just basically, a little bit.
Oh yeah.
But here we go.
Shut up. Stop the tape. You're right. He is gone. He is doing that.
Come
But I think he's also
from a
going.
land of the ice and snow.
Yeah, that's some professional studio drumming arranging. You know who I think used to produce all that stuff is Bill Simzik.
Okay.
He ended up doing the Eagles. What happened was Joe Walsh, Simzik is a guy, I think it was like a late 60s, early 70s, like LA, Florida kind of guy. Like he might have engineered like the Layla stuff, Layla, that kind of stuff.
Nice. Yeah.
Badass producer, engineer. But he did the Joe Walsh stuff. I even think that, My Maserati goes 180. Do you remember that one?
Oh yeah.
I think they had a bunch of song ideas on tape or takes. And I think Simzik, they went out one day and Simzik and another guy sat and they just edited that together. And then they had like Joe Walsh sing over the top and do a couple things, and that's that song.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Life's
it's crazy how
been
stuff-
good to me so far.
It's such a carefree song.
Oh my God, when I think of I love when he says, wait, what does he say? Just leave your message and maybe I'll call.
Yeah. All right, so you want to keep going, rolling
Yeah,
through a couple?
proceeding.
Okay, this one's probably also just simple. ZZ Top.
Oh, dude, we
Blues.
play this with the band.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, cool. So we're
Yeah,
kinda
but
lined up.
that's essentially the same kind of thing where it's like,
triplet or 3/3.
you know what I mean?
Is that a 3/3 song? Same thing as Misunderstanding? One.
Oh, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you might go 1, 2. Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 6/8ish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So,
But
yeah,
those are
still in
good
the same
practice,
ballpark.
though. Just to sit, even to nothing, just be like,
Yeah.
and you can do this every time? Because you'll see that the Misunderstanding beat is the same thing almost as the Joe Walsh,
Yeah.
but it just doesn't go. It goes. However, you know what I mean? It's closer.
That's it.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that lines up.
I might have to go in the not too distant future, brother. You know, it's
Okay.
hard to be a world famous YouTube star. You know, there's
I know,
throngs
I
of
mean,
people
yeah.
out in front.
There's so many autographs to sign. It's really become a mess.
You know, I had a place approach me about doing a. Did I tell you that about doing a clinic?
Okay. Like a
I thought
little,
it was. I was telling the other students.
Like a little
Apparently,
drum
like
camp?
in July, driving to Pennsylvania again and doing a clinic at a place called Drums Etc. But they couldn't rustle up the 20,000 I wanted.
I remember you talking about this. They weren't gonna hardly cover travel.
Well, no, let's not badmouth them because this might
Sure,
be.
yeah.
I think that maybe they think I live in like Poughkeepsie, but yeah, it's a 10-mile drive there and a 10-mile drive back. You know what I mean? So I was maybe looking to cover the Gassington, but that would be great. But I told him, I said, well, if you change your mind, let me know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
500 clamp. You know, I'm gonna edit that part out, but you know what I mean. We'll just we'll you know, we don't want to badmouth the drums, etc. folks.
Yeah. It's just
Last time I
didn't
did
work out.
I did it for eight years ago for like peanuts, but it was great. It was kind of the first one I ever did, so it was nice.
Would you like doing a drum clinic like that?
Oh, I'd love to be Bob Clinician.
Yeah.
But I mean, when people are gonna be like, "How do you play a Ratatouille Diddle Whittle from lesson 39 in the newest?" I'd be like, "I don't know." You know what I mean?
Yeah. I might have to get back to you. The song list that I'm looking at is all the stuff that I've picked out that I can possibly play. So
No,
it's
but
gonna
that's
be-
important. Well, whatever you want to do. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I'm just saying. I can. Let me just go through and hit play on a couple of these things.
Yeah, take your time. Let's see what I can do. Nice taste there, Christy. It's all at the same. You know what I mean? You like that mojo?
Ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba.
Some folks built like this, some folks built like that. Where you move your hand, talking back, I'm built for comfort, ain't built for speed. Got everything all you good girls need.
How's that guitar tone?
Don't need no diamond, don't need no gold. Got a lot of loving, got
This guy sounds like Bon Scott meets the guy that sings for Bad Company. If
Bon
Bon
Scott from-
Scott and whatever the Bad Company guys had a baby, this would be the singer.
I gotcha.
Seriously, that's pretty bad. What is that?
That's a band UFO called.
That's
Built for Comfort.
UFO? I know UFO. That's
Okay.
UFO.
It is according to Spotify.
Well, you know, then it is.
2007 remaster.
Oh my God, a lot of my friends who love UFO would be disgraced. They feel terrible if I didn't know that it's UFO. They,
Be a
you know,
little hidden gem.
one of the brothers, there's the Schenker or Schenecker brothers. One of them is UFO guy, and the other guy is the Scorpions.
Okay.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I think one of the guys in each band has been in the. You know what I mean? Yeah. So UFO,
Crossover.
the Scorps. There's no one like you.
Wow.
I can't wait for the day. You know what I mean?
It's you.
Oh my God, I love that drum. The fact that that's one of the best drum parts ever. You know how it's down here. There's no one like you. There's no one like. It's like that's the. There's a point where they go. Just right in that song, go. Like right, whoever the drummer, that is one of the timeless. You know what I mean? It's toward the very end of the song. It's like they boom, 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 boom. Oh, it's so cool. Bohnam would be like, oh, but it's just enough tasty,
Nice.
just two little doubles. Do you mind if we haul ass? I have to get the hell out of here.
All right, buddy.
No, but I'm sorry. You're the main man. How long you been yapping? I don't feel like I'm just cutting you off because you are.
No, it's been
Brendan's
about an
super
hour.
friend.
Yeah,
Oh,
right
wow.
on the dot.
An hour on the dot?
Yeah, I think so. Started at yeah, you sent me an email like 2:28
Yeah.
or 1:28. Yeah, I got on here at 1:40.
Dude, okay, I got you. I'm a rat bastard.
No, it's all
Sorry
good.
about today. It's just been a little, sometimes there's this and sometimes there's that. But listen, so next
been
week,
fun.
what else do I got to tell you though? I am gonna get some new Bonzoleum shirts and you will get the first copy. Did you say you're just a large or an extra large?
XL.
XL, okay. Listen, I really appreciate your studentum and your fandom and your friendshipdom indeed. So, but listen, next week we'll go, I'm sorry about being late. It was crazy.
Oh, it's all good. It happens. I get it. And
All right,
it was
brother.
fun. So yeah,
Now, this is no charge for today's lesson, though, because I was so late and because I might use this straight up in a Bonzoleum video to publicize you. So you have to pay me today.
maybe I'll pay you like a little bit. You know, we'll get you something. And
Yeah,
go
so
ahead and
instead of the 500 you normally pay today, why don't you
Yeah,
make
well-
it just, you know,
just waive the service charge.
yeah,
at
just
least.
you're right. You know, the packaging, shipping, and handling. Listen, no, but listen, you're the main man. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're digging the symbols. What else was I going to tell you though? There was something else. You got the PDPs. You got the PST7 ride.
Yeah, we're gonna be replacing that guy.
Okay.
It's just
Well, good. Well, you got into it for a good price. Get the light ride.
light ride.
I have yes. Find yourself either a 2002 medium, 20-inch medium, as long as it's a late one from like 2010 to now or 1982 and before, because the ones in the interim get a little heavy. Or get yourself the PST7 light ride. I'm telling you,
Okay.
I have one at the house. I'm playing. So keep doing it. Remember, keep doing the misunderstandings, because what all that stuff for you is 6/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just think of that. Then you can be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. So like it's all the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. You know. I'm saying, so of course you get to play along with the songs because it's fun and stuff. But if you, I mean, you know, but ever at some point you want to set a timer for like 5 minutes and just program yourself to just be like. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Every one of those songs is so funny when you do that. Like, what about this one? What about this one? There's a unifying do da, and one of them's more 16 do da, like the one you were saying. Is it the Joe
that's
Walsh
easy.
or the other one? Or the other, yeah, I'm sorry. But then there's the Genesis more straight 6/8. Do boo ba do da shabba na na. You know, what's that song? Na 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 na. I'm serious. No, that's the
No, I know what
same
you're talking
feel,
about.
dude. It is. It's the same thing. Nah, it's Journey. Nah, 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 nah. You know, here, let's see if we can do na na na. You could like bonify that totally. Listen to all ass. I'm sorry for being a rap bastard. But
Are you good?
Listen
All right,
to
man.
the phone.
All right. Well, take care. I'll see you next weekend.
Bye, brother. Thanks,
Yeah.
brother. See you, bro.
You got it, buddy.